there is a feature inside the app where you can create your own story. It actually doesn't work on mobile just yet, but I think you can do it on your computer. So basically what you do is you create your own storyline, you do your own basic, I think, UI, UX like coding, and then how did you tell your own story? So you can write your own story, you can create your own characters, your own storyline, and then you can do whatever you want with them, and then tell your story with the visuals that the app has. So in that way, they get a lot of readers. So the more popular they get, the more they get noticed by the app itself. And more recently, the app developers actually started to take notice that these user stories, they're called user stories. These user stories actually get more reads than their own in-app stories. So with these user stories getting more popular, they thought, why not we hire some of them and then let them write for our app, and then we pay them. They just have to follow certain guidelines, right? So they've been doing that, and with that, I found that a lot of my original user stories from years ago, they are now writing for the app, and then the app stories are getting more interesting. Then I started doing more app stories, the in-app stories. And I think that's a great idea because it gives writers a platform, those hidden writers, those shy ones. Some of them, they don't study writing, they're not journalism students whatsoever. They could be gaming students, they could be medicine students, they could be lawyers, and they're all writing, and the writers are of all ages. I find that there are people who are in their 30s, they write, people in their 20s, they write, people who are just young teenagers, they write as well, and you find that those teenagers can write really well, and you don't underestimate the younger age group or the older age group. So the best social media platform for them to promote is Instagram, because I think they felt that since it's a visual storybook, it's kind of like a visual interactive storybook, they wanted to post like updates, and they will post like little snippets of what they've been writing. So they will like show, let's say it's a love story, right? Just a very simple example. So they'll show like these two characters about to kiss, then they'll give you anticipation. So it's kind of like a next on this episode. So you watch a TV drama, and then you have like those, what do you call those? The previews. So you have those like previews of the next episode, so it keeps you coming back for more. So they always, and now they have like an option, follow on Facebook, follow on Instagram. Inside the app, there are buttons that leads you to that specific users, Facebook and Instagram. So you can follow them, you can like them, and then you get updates because you are so engrossed in that particular story and that user is writing.